guys did what you had to do tonight. What was it like out there battling, and how did you feel with what you did at production-wise?
Oh man, I just want to give all the credit to Nikhil. He played very, very well tonight, and yeah, he was the MVP tonight.
I think Ant last night after the game, you're kind of telling your teammates, hey, after game 3, you're telling them, hey, this isn't over. They got to win 4. Like, how did you try to set a tone for these guys and just like keep them going?
I mean, that's just the truth. It's 3-0. I mean, you got to win one more game to send us home, and I was just telling the truth. I mean, they still got to win one more game to go home, and we got another chance to win another game and come back to Minnesota. So, I mean, I take pride in. I didn't want to say I got swept. I don't ever want to say I got swept in my career. So, I definitely took it personally tonight.
Coach was saying that he thinks you getting these opportunities to play in these big moments in playoff games is just so good for your career. What do you feel like in these moments, and does it feel different from a regular game?
Man, I'm just thankful. Like all the work I put in is just. Timberwolves did a great job this summer of putting the right people around me. Also my trainer back home, Kier Jordan. I mean, we was C. Hines. We was working, man. So like it's just showing, and I'm thankful, man, and I'm gonna continue to work.
And you guys up by 1, you get the ball, you come down, you hold it, then you take the 3. What's going through your mind when you hit that clutch 3-pointer?
I mean, I wasn't passing the ball. I was taking a shot. I was gonna live with whether I lost us the game or, we won, and I end up hitting the shot. But man, like I said, man, it's all Nikhil, big shots in the overtime. Mike Conley, big shots. Rudy, my teammates played great tonight, man. I know on the stat sheet it looked like I had a exceptional game, but they won the game for us.
More on Nikhil, just not only the job he does hitting the two shots in overtime, but just what has he done defensively for you guys?
Man, he's been everything for us, man. Like missing Jaden is definitely big, but I mean he stepped in and just been that defensive player that we needed. And I tell him all the time, man, shoot the ball, and I'm just happy for him, man. He getting his chance, and he's showcasing his abilities, like I said earlier. And yeah, it's definitely a good thing.
The arena seemed pretty dead in the middle of the third. You guys go down 9. Could you just sense that you kind of had to provide some kind of jolt?
Yeah, for sure.
There?
I mean, we down 9. I know my team. I know they count on me to, pick us up, and that's just what I do. I feel like in those moments, that's when I come alive the most, when we go down, and yeah, pretty much.
Their rally there at the end of the fourth, I just saw you give a Porter Jr. a look like, geez, man, like, what do you think?
Crazy, bro. He hit the shots that he hit in the fourth was like double clutch. He only hit 2 threes, and it was in the fourth, right? So that's wild. But yeah, I mean, I tip my hat to those guys, man. They played their ass off tonight.
And 2 big games in a row from you here. I know you haven't played a lot of games over the course of the year with both Kat and Rudy in the lineup. How are you, the 3 of you guys, kind of navigating this, all 3 of you playing at the same time and having success individually and collectively?
Man, Finchy does a great job of just putting us in the right positions to be successful, and he's a great coach, and he's offensive minded, and he's, like I said, he's great, man. So it's all Finchy. It's not us. It's Finchy. He tells us, we watch his film. He definitely sits down and watch film with me to show me like areas I can attack and be more aggressive with them 2 on the floor. So I mean, all credit to him.
Can you, Coach was talking about how you guys were a little bit more proactive on defense. You were letting them walk into their offense tonight. Can you just talk about that kind of how you were able to kind of dictate things more on the defensive end than you have been earlier in the series?
Man, shout out to Cat, man. He he did something that we've been asking him for a minute, and he did it tonight. And I'm gonna call him when I get in the car and tell him we need it again, Game 5. And he pressured Jokic. I mean, I know Jokic had a great night, but I mean he just pressured his vision and made it hard for him. And like I said, shout out to Cat, man. He did a great job defensively tonight.
And at the end of Game 3 in the locker room, couldn't help but notice you were sitting in your locker, kind of looking at yourself in the mirror, quiet. What were you telling yourself in that moment to kind of galvanize yourself for a game like this tonight?
I can't get swept. Yeah, I can't. It can't be a great story if I say I got swept. So, I was telling myself that I went to Cat house, I think, the next day and was talking to Cat. And like I said, man, he did a great job tonight, being in a high wall, just being a presence. And, he's one of the reasons we won the game.
Where do you see your elevation? Is it as a player or a leader?
I give all the credit to my teammates, man. They put me in all the positions to be successful, and you know, they're going to continue to do that, and I continue to step up in those moments.
And when you kind of look back at film of a night like this, how critical are you of yourself?
I played terrible, if you ask me. We was up 12. We was up 9. I checked in the game. I took a bad 3. We go up 12. I took like 3 bad 3s, 3 terrible possessions. And I damn near shot us out the game. So yeah, I didn't play that good tonight. To myself, I was just telling C. Hines that. So I would definitely be in the gym tomorrow working on my game some more.
How much do you learn maybe more in a playoff setting than maybe a regular season setting when a team is really digging into maybe your tendencies and things like that?
It brings the most out of me, because most teams want to cut off my left hand, but it shows me that I actually can go right, and it gives me more confidence to go right. And you know, like I showed tonight, I could go right and finish, and that's what they was giving me, and I was taking it. So I mean, I love the playoffs. It's just my second time, but I love the feeling, man. I love the crowd. You know, it's a blessing, man, to be here.
We know why you had the left sleeve on. Why'd you decide that it was so important to make sure you don't have the right sleeve?
What sleeve? It's my shooting side. Yeah, I don't wanna wear none over here, man. I want this to be super clean, you know, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Obviously, I think it's a little bit easier to take away a good lesson from a win, but what's the biggest lesson you guys can take away from those last 3 minutes of regulation?
Like I said, man, I put that on myself. Those last 3 minutes, like I said, I shot us out of the game. And next game, if we in that situation, we up 6 or 8 with 3 minutes, I'm definitely getting downhill to the rim or like getting to a mid-range shot. Like, I'm not gonna settle. I settled for 3 bad, terrible threes. Yeah, and it won't happen again.
And you had your 5th 30-point game in the postseason. That passes Kobe Bryant for second most for a player 21 or younger, behind only LeBron. What does it mean?
Shout out to Kobe, man.
What does it mean to you to be in the same era as those players, and what do you think has allowed you to reach this level of success so early in your playoff career?
It's just stats. Those guys has won championships, so you can't mention me with number-wise, you probably, 30-point games, but I haven't did anything. I haven't made it out the first round, so. It's great to be mentioned with those guys, but I still got work to do. Yep.
Professional, and he's super talented, so we're very fortunate.
Ken, is this kind of like the season for you guys in terms of you had probably 3 different times that could have given up and pulled it up?
We show grit. We show grit. You know, it's weird. Every time our back's against the wall, we seem to find a way to get a win. So. It's great that we got it tonight. We got to do it 3 more times.
What's going through your mind, Kat, as you're up to overtime, you foul out? Like, what's your mindset there?
Just keep being a great teammate and just not let any emotions, carry over to the teammates and in that situation. Just continue to cheer and be the best teammate I could be, and also if I could see anything on the sideline to help them being in the game, just mention it, and also just in helping any facet I possibly can.
And mention that even by your house yesterday. Just what's the conversation like between you two heading into?
Yeah, man, I'm telling y'all a lot. I might as well vlog this shit, goddamn.
We have a great relationship and we have a great friendship. So it's translated to basketball, obviously, but just connecting. Being able to spend time with each other. In the midst of all this, you get so caught up in work that you don't get to enjoy each other's company. So. Great fight yesterday. We got to watch together as friends and as brothers, and then also be able to talk about basketball a little bit and watch the basketball. I think it translated to today.
Can you talk about the aggression on defense? You guys were kind of maybe not letting them walk into their offense the way they did in the first 3 games. Coach talked about that. Maybe being a little bit more proactive. What was the key to that?
I got the assignment and I wanted to pressure Jokic, so I made it obvious in the beginning that I was gonna follow him around the whole night. So, just like I said, not every day you're gonna get 30, not every day you're gonna get 40. You can be a great scorer, but if you're a great player, you affect the game in every facet possible. So. Wanted to be the best player I could be all around. So if it was getting drives, it was making shots, it was getting to the free throw line, causing fouls, it was playing defense at a high level, being everywhere, causing havoc, being in the gaps, doing whatever it took to win tonight. is what I intended to do, and I think I did.
I feel like that defensive alignment kind of slowed down their offense overall. It seemed like this was the game for their offense, even though he had his, their offense kind of slowed down overall.
I mean, they're a great team. I don't know. I got to watch the film. In the game, I just felt that we did a great job of putting a lot of pressure on them. And, unlike the other nights, they didn't hit as much as they did in the beginning. So, and we got out of transition and capitalized a lot. So, I got to watch the film to give you a real answer. But in the game, I felt that we did a great job of putting pressure on them.
Karl-Anthony said that he damn near shot you guys out of the game in the last 3 minutes of regulation. Like, how do you see the 21-year-old?
It's a two-side coin, right?
Yeah, how do you see him, navigate that and the good and the bad and all that?
He's going to get the touches. It's a given, we let him know, and he knows, he's going to get those touches. So he's going to be able to shoot a lot every game, and we know that, and we want him to. We just also want him to affect the game everywhere. So he did an amazing job tonight of shooting the ball at a high clip when we needed him to make shots and making the right plays when we needed him to. So great quick reads out of double teams to give it to Rudy, or Rudy makes a play. I think one of them, overtime, Rudy, he hits Rudy, comes off to the right wing. He throws it to Rudy in the middle. Rudy doesn't attack. He instead makes the play to me in the wing. I make another play to Nikhil. Nikhil hits a three, big shot of the game. So he did an amazing job. He's gonna, like I said, he's gonna get the touches. So a lot of times the ball will be in his hands when we need to make a play. So it's up to him to make that play. He works tremendously hard. He's very confident. I think that we all know that. So we feel very confident with him making the play.
Karl, what's opened up throughout the series when you operated out of the corner offense? I know that's a little bit different for you, but it seems like the offense has opened up at times there as well.
Yeah, I cause that gravity, the way I shoot the ball. So, like I said, this is the playoffs. It's not about getting. It's about getting the win. It's not about what stats are and stuff like that. I think that I obviously I'm not shooting as much as I usually do, but the gravity I cause, allows Ant to get to the basket. It allows Rudy to have those dump offs. He has those rolls. Mike is an unbelievable orchestrator out there with the ball. So getting people in position and just allowing my gravity to cause people to be out the play, it makes a lot of difference. So, like I said, I just want to do whatever it takes to win. It never was about stats. It's always about winning. And I hope that the fans and everyone see that. I'm willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to win. Never was about the stats.
Karl, when you guys were down 9 in that third quarter, what did you notice about your team kind of change and flip the script to kind of get yourself back in there and get that lead late there in the third?
Just being aggressive, staying disciplined, executing at a high level, not letting the game dictate how we play, but us dictating how the game is played. We just did a good job of executing. We did a good job of getting to our spots, trusting that the shots and the ball movement will get us the shots we want, and we would make them. And we did that, and we just kept fighting.